Hello, I am forecaster Andre Brooks, tropical weather expert and specialist here at Ohio Valley Weather Center, and we are going to continue our hurricane week today. Now, we're going to be discussing many things, and today we'll continue to discuss about the basics of what hurricanes are and how they develop and everything. But particularly, we're going to discuss on when hurricane season is and the areas of impact, as well as give origins of development. So let's begin. Hurricane season usually begins June 1st, and it ends November 30th. Now sometimes you can have pre-season development, like this year with Tropical Storm Ana. We already seen our first named storm. It's very unusual, but it's not an impossibility. So you can have storms develop before the season and after the season. Just like in 2005, we've seen storms develop after the season was officially over, like with Delta and Zeta. So you always got to keep your eye on tropical development, even if it's out of the hurricane season. Again, we had Ana this year, and that gave tropical storm conditions on the southeast coast of the United States. Now speaking of that, the areas of impact that we have in the United States are the Gulf of Mexico, which includes Mexico itself, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. Then you have the southeast coast, which also includes Florida. And then you have South and North Carolina and Georgia. And then you have the mid-Atlantic coast, which includes Virginia, Maryland, all that stuff. And even the Northeast, including New York and New Jersey. Northeast is uncommon to have hurricanes sometimes, but sometimes they can come. But I'm going to discuss more on that on day 5. And give origins of development. The development of tropical systems happens in the early part of the season, more focused on the Gulf of Mexico, Southwest Atlantic, and the Western Caribbean. As we move into July, we see it expand out a little more. More of the subtropical Atlantic gets involved. More of the Caribbean gets involved, the Central Caribbean, the Eastern Caribbean. And then August through October is where the meat of the season is. And you can have development out in the Eastern Atlantic, near the African coast. Sometimes you can have development in the Central Atlantic, and even in the subtropics, deep in the subtropics. So, whenever you're tracking or watching a hurricane, you have to be careful, because sometimes origins of development during certain parts of the year can even change a little bit. Just like with Hurricane Chris back in 2012, you would have just expected a tropical storm or even sometimes a hurricane developing in the Gulf of Mexico in the Western Caribbean and the Southwest Atlantic. But no, Chris developed off the Gulf Stream way up north in the Atlantic and became a hurricane at that. So sometimes we have to just look for those exceptions. So continuing watching us each day as we continue this hurricane week to give you the most vital information on what a hurricane is, how they form, some stats, some history, even a personal experience by me, and also on how to really prepare for a hurricane. I'm Andre Brooks, forecaster and lead tropical weather specialist here at the Ohio Valley Weather Center. Please subscribe to my channel. Please continue liking our page and tuning in with the latest information. And also follow me on Facebook for more information on the weather topics that we have. Thank you.